On the bold and the beautiful, hell hath no fury like a Logan scorned, especially when she's bankrolled by a billionaire with a vendetta. This is more intriguing than it first appears. Next week episodes promise the start of something bold. If Ridge Forrester thought he could sideline Katie Logan for an outside PR firm without blowback, he clearly forgot who the mother of his nephew is involved with. Ridge's ego has finally written a check his couture skills can't cash, and Bill Spencer is all too happy to collect the debt. The spoiler, Bill handing Katie her own fashion house under the Spencer Publications umbrella, is the kind of high-stakes corporate warfare the bold and the beautiful does best. But we have to look past the surface. Is this a romantic gesture to win back the only woman who ever tamed the stallion? Or is Katie just the most beautiful weapon in Bill's arsenal to finally crush Ridge? Ridge handed Bill this opportunity on a silver platter. By disrespecting Katie's contributions to Forrester Creations, Ridge created a vacuum of loyalty. We know Bill has been desperate to prove he's a changed man, the complete family man for Will and Katie. What better way to demonstrate that devotion than by handing Katie the CEO title she was denied at FC? It validates her talent and strokes her ego exactly where Ridge bruised it. But let's get real. Bill Spencer doesn't drop that kind of capital just to be nice. He doesn't buy buildings, he buys battlegrounds. The timing is suspicious, calculated, and quintessentially Bill. Forrester Creations is currently a house divided. You have Ridge fighting a war on ageism against Eric, Steffi, and Finn, distracted by the Luna fallout, and Brooke caught in the middle. The foundation is cracking. By launching a direct competitor now, Bill isn't just giving Katie a job, he's destabilizing Ridge's empire while it's already shaking. If Katie's new fashion house targets the same demographic as Hope for the Future or the Couture line, Bill hits Ridge where it hurts most. His legacy. It's a proxy war. Bill gets to sit back in his office, swirling his scotch, while Katie does the damage on the runway. It's brilliant, ruthless, and entirely plausible. The tragedy here is that Katie might just be collateral damage in another sword fight between Bill and Ridge. Katie is hurt. She feels undervalued by her sisters and betrayed by Ridge. Bill is capitalizing on that vulnerability. He's feeding her ambition to fuel his revenge. However, maybe that doesn't matter. If Katie gets her empire and Ridge gets a harsh reality check, do we really care about Bill's motives? Watching Ridge squirm as Spencer Fashion steals the spotlight might just be the holiday gift we all deserve. Bill is definitely planning something, and for once, I hope he succeeds. Ridge needs a wake-up call, and if it takes Dollar Bill bankrolling a Logan revolution to do it, I'm sitting front row. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the next 2 weeks, December 15th to December 26th, reveal that Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Hope Logan Spencer will face off. There'll also be a major fashion rivalry brewing, along with some job trading, so here's what B&B fans will see next. During the week of December 15-19, Katie Logan will have an answer for Bill Spencer now that he's proposed an ASAP wedding. It looks like Katie will go along with the fast nuptials and find herself celebrating with Bill soon after. There'll be yet another reason for Katie to smile when Bill reveals his wedding gift. It turns out Bill will give Katie a fashion house, so she'll step into the CEO role and have all the power she wants. At Forrester Creations, Thomas Forrester will want to make a triumphant return. It looks like Steffi will want Thomas designs front and center on Hope for the Future again. However, Hope will have a problem with that for multiple reasons. Working with Thomas again won't exactly be what Hope had in mind due to their personal history and her desire for a different direction. Since Thomas' comeback will make it so there's no more room on the team for Deke Sharp, that'll be an issue too. Deke's sure to be heartbroken, but perhaps not for long if Katie wants his talents at her new fashion house. Hope might abandon ship at Forrester too, and take Deke to be her lead designer if Katie can convince them both. Of course, Eric Forrester seems poised to land at Katie's new fashion house as well. After all the retirement drama with Ridge Forrester, Eric may decide it's time for a change and a brand new chapter away from Forrester Creations. Naturally, it'll take a little time for everyone to mull over where they belong and make big decisions about the future. Despite any family issues that might play out in the midst of all this, there'll still be some fun holiday moments during the week of December 22 to 26. B&B fans will see some holiday parties and hear a Christmas carol or two, so it'll be a wonderful time of the year. Liam Spencer will certainly enjoy celebrating now that Hope is officially his wife. As for Carter Walton, he might have a special gift for Daphne Rose this holiday season. Will Daphne get a present that proves how hard Carter's falling for her? Katie's fashion house drama will come back around at some point. Will Spencer might consider joining his mom there, so we'll see if he can convince Electra Forrester to come too, or at least support him. The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some highs and lows on the CBS soap, so stay tuned for updates on all the shocking news and fierce face-offs. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, December 15th, reveal that Katie Logan will surrender to Bill Spencer's wedding wish, so a big surprise will follow. After Liam Spencer and Hope Logan Spencer had an amazing wedding of their own, their reception got underway. Bill eventually took Katie aside for a moment alone and asked her to become his wife tonight. Of course, a marriage proposal is the last thing Katie was expecting. Katie is obviously feeling pretty overwhelmed, especially since Bill's pushing for their nuptials to happen right away. However, Katie may ultimately decide to trust her instincts here. Bill has proven himself to Katie, so she may decide she trusts him enough to remarry him on the spot. B&B's preview video for the week of December 15th and 19 certainly points in that direction. Bill and Katie can be seen still wearing their wedding attire as he offers her an incredible gift to celebrate. "This is my wedding present, your own fashion house," Bill says as he turns Katie's attention to a screen with models on the runway. Katie will be deeply moved over Bill's grand gesture and will lock lips with him moments later, so their wedding night will get even better. It sounds like Katie will indeed become Mrs. Bill Spencer again, and be glad she did when Bill opens up a whole new career path. Katie will be on cloud nine, both personally and professionally, so Bill will continue to make some positive moves for his relationship. Back with Liam and Hope, it'll still be their wedding night too. Hope and Liam may begin a little private celebration once they've finally got some time alone. Although spending the day with their loved ones was wonderful, Liam and Hope will no doubt look forward to enjoying their new marriage status behind closed doors. Unfortunately, it'll be the calm before the storm for Hope, who'll have to deal with some major work drama at Forrester Creations soon. The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers say Thomas Forrester's upcoming return will lead to troubling news, so stay tuned for updates on some tricky Hope for the future developments. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Friday, December 12th, reveals that Eric Forrester rejected Ridge Forrester's pitch, while Bill Spencer wanted to marry Katie Logan tonight. At the wedding reception, Will Spencer made a toast to Liam Spencer and Hope Logan Spencer before the kids shared their happiness for the newly married duo. Beth Spencer, Kelly Spencer, and Douglas Forrester were all supportive of Hope and Liam as the celebration continued. Deke Sharp, Katie, Donna Logan Forrester said a few words before Deacon Sharp piped up next. Deacon was grateful that Deke and Hope only got the best parts of him. Since Liam had inspired the recent changes in Bill and led to his reunion with Katie, Bill was thankful for his son. Brooke Logan Forrester also shared some heartfelt words on Hope's big day. After Liam and Hope made some speeches of their own, they cut the cake and fed each other a piece. Later, Bill took Katie off to the side for a quiet moment alone. Katie was stunned when Bill got down on one knee and proposed that she marry him tonight. Next on Friday's B&B episode, Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Taylor Hayes discussed the latest father-son Forrester drama. Despite Eric and Ridge's recent conflict, Steffi was rooting for them to work through it. At Forrester Creations, Ridge apologized for making Eric feel like he had to leave and encouraged his dad to stay if that's what he wanted. Ridge suggested they could reach the finish line together, but Eric turned him down. Eric decided he'd give retirement a try, but he couldn't give a firm commitment on whether it would stick. Regardless, Eric knew Forrester's legacy was Ridge's legacy as well. In the end, Eric expressed his faith in how Ridge and Steffi were running the company. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Eric could be gearing up for a major career change if he ends up at Katie's new fashion house. So stay tuned for updates on any shocking news for the Forrester clan. Ivy Forrester made her big The Bold and the Beautiful return in October 2024. Over a year has passed since Ashley Brewer has been back on the soap. And fans are still wondering when she is going to get any action in her romantic life. Why exactly did B&B bring Ivy back if they aren't going to give her a storyline? Since the actress returned, the writers have used Ivy Forrester to prop up other characters. It seems like any time Ivy has any dialogue, it's to be Elektra's sounding board, or give her advice about her relationship with Will Spencer Jr. When Ivy isn't chatting it up with characters that actually have storylines at Forrester Creations, her personal life is bleak. In her downtime, she lurks around Liam Spencer, even though she made a move on him a few months ago, and he shot her down and married Hope Logan. According to The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Ivy Forrester won't be going on any dates in the near future. It's not rocket science. There's literally no one on the soap right now for her to date. There's slim picking in the Los Angeles dating pool when your last name is Forrester and the Spencer men are off the market. Rumors have hinted for a while now that Ivy's ex, Wyatt Fuller, might return to the CBS soap. But, so far, there hasn't been any reason to believe the cast rumors are true, and the actor hasn't returned to the daytime set. If Wyatt comes back to town, that would give Ivy something to do besides talk about her niece's romantic life. Do you think it's a shame that Ivy Forrester hasn't had any real storylines since she came back to town? Has the character earned a romance? Who could she be paired up with? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates indicate that Bill Spencer's marriage proposal will take Katie Logan by surprise. She'll be blindsided. A twist is set to unfold during Hope Logan's and Liam Spencer's wedding ceremony, so let's delve into what lies ahead. B&B has recently launched an exciting promotion that showcases the wedding of Liam and Hope, but it's the final part of the video that truly takes everyone by surprise. After a day filled with spectacular moments, Bill suggests that there's just one more thing that could make the event even more special, and he drops to one knee in front of Katie. It seems that Bill is indeed gearing up to propose to Katie once the wedding festivities wrap up, so Katie should prepare herself for this unexpected twist coming on Friday, December 12th. Bill might just ask Katie to marry him as part of this week's thrilling cliffhanger, leaving fans on the edge of their seats, eagerly anticipating her reaction. Although Katie and Bill haven't reignited their romance for a long time, she certainly appears to be joyful and completely invested in their renewed relationship. There is a significant chance that Katie will say yes to Bill's proposal and soon don his ring. Bill was absolutely thrilled when Katie consented to come back together and return to the Spencer mansion. This development will undoubtedly elevate their reunion in Bill's perspective, so let's keep our fingers crossed that he realizes his dream of engagement. Katie and Bill may soon have some thrilling news to announce to Liam, Will Spencer, Elektra Forrester, and all their fans as a couple. Naturally, Bill desires Katie to be his partner in everything, which is why it's logical for him to want her to be his wife once more. This could also simplify Katie's decision to return to Spencer Publications. The more commitments Katie makes to Bill, the closer they will grow and the happier they will become. Bill will be thrilled if Katie agrees to come back to Spencer, and they have a beautiful wedding of their own in the near future. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Katie and Bill may soon celebrate a significant milestone in their relationship, so we'll keep you posted on what lies ahead. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, December 15th, suggest some curveballs. Thomas Forrester returns with a fierce mission. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer has an amazing wedding gift for Katie Logan. Keep reading, and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Let's start off with Thomas. Fans know that Douglas Forrester came for Hope Logan Spencer and Liam Spencer's wedding. However, Hope mentioned that Douglas was just going to be there for one day. Next thing we know, Thomas struts into Forrester Creations. As Ridge Forrester and Steffi Forrester Finnegan follow, Thomas leads them into the showroom. That's when Thomas says this is where he needs to be. At Forrester Creations, designing again. When Thomas makes his announcement, Ridge beams with pride. The man has always preferred it when Thomas works with him at the Los Angeles location. With Eric Forrester retiring, Thomas being there will make things a bit easier for Ridge. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, December 15th, reveal that Hope is now married to Liam again. The woman is on cloud 9, so of course, something would happen to cause chaos. It happens to do with Thomas' return. Fans know that Hope found Deke Sharp to be her new lead designer, Hope agrees that he's new and needs guidance, but his designs are really fresh. However, with Thomas back, Ridge and Steffi will pressure Hope to work with him again. In a preview clip, Steffi says that Hope can't refuse to work with Thomas just because he makes her uncomfortable. After Hope and Liam's wedding, fans watch as Bill proposed to Katie. Then, we see in a preview clip that Bill has an amazing wedding present for his bride-to-be. The brunette passionately kisses him when she learns that Bill is giving her a fashion house of her very own. Will Spencer will likely go to Katie's new company. Will Electra Forrester and Ivy Forrester leave too? It seems that Katie could end up poaching some talented people from Forrester Creations. So, maybe we are finally getting the fashion house rivalry stories we have been asking for. So stay tuned. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Monday, December 15th, 2025? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that John Finn Finnegan and Steffi Forrester Finnegan's next blow-up will be revealed. So will Taylor Hayes' scandal cause some marriage drama? Steffi and Finn managed to stay strong despite all the Luna Nozawa chaos that erupted following her escape. Now that Luna's gone, Finn and Steffi expect it to be smooth sailing from here on out. However, that's just not realistic on a soap like B&B. Steffi and Finn will inevitably face another round of marital conflict sooner or later, so there's a good chance Sheila Sharp will be part of the problem. Sheila has made herself an issue plenty of times since her mother-son connection to Finn was exposed. That said, Steffi's own mom could also play a role in the next mess that's brewing. It looks like Taylor and Deacon Sharp may eventually cross the line together. It takes two to tango, so Taylor may face backlash for her part in an affair if one happens. This could easily lead to some tension between Finn and Steffi, especially since she's such a big Taylor defender. Taylor can practically do no wrong in Steffi's eyes, so she may justify her mother's actions if she crosses the line with Deacon. Steffi might argue that it's only natural for Deacon to be drawn to a wonderful woman like Taylor when he's married to Sheila, who's always teetering on the edge of insanity. Finn, on the other hand, may think Taylor's wrong for surrendering to temptation with Sheila's husband. Deacon will surely get some blame as well, but Finn may think Taylor should know better than to provoke Sheila like this and invite more danger. Of course, Steffi could argue that if Sheila were a sane woman without sinister, deceptive tendencies, then Deacon wouldn't have strayed in the first place. We might see Steffi spin everything around to avoid blaming Taylor for any of it and cause some friction with Finn in the process. Finn would never defend an unhinged response from Sheila, but he surely won't like it if Taylor helps Deacon cheat on his bio mom. That's just begging for trouble and could upend all their lives. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say dreadful news could be brewing if Taylor and Deacon push Sheila too far, so stick with us for updates on all the wild stuff to come. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that she usually has an opinion on just about everything, but for some reason or another, she's keeping quiet about this. Of course, we are talking about Steffi Forrester and why she might be quiet when it comes to Ridge Forrester's treatment of Eric Forrester. Ridge is basically making it known that it's time for Eric to retire and that his designs aren't even good enough for Forrester Creations anymore. But it's coming off as downright cruel, and for some reason or another, Steffi isn't sticking up for her beloved grandfather. Clearly, the internet had a lot to say about where this storyline might be going. Some fans even commented with, "I was livid to see everyone standing around Weiwo saying a word." Steffi is in the next room and sees what Eric was working on and was impressed. But does she go say something to Ridge? No, what terrible writing. Another critic wrote, "Steffi speaks her mind most of the time, even when it is unwarranted. I am banking on her doing it this time. She was pretty moved by seeing those drawings. I don't see her staying quiet about it." And then there was this comment as well. Ridge and Brooke are insufferable when they're both together. They act like they're this major power couple and are on a power trip, as if they're superior to everyone. I was disgusted to see this episode today, the way no one said anything except for Daphne, who has been there for 2.5 seconds. The end was so hard and heartbreaking to watch. It goes without saying that the Bold and the Beautiful fans will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. B&B airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, drop us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below.